Alright, it is finally here. We finally have the event. Okay, let's see if... Okay, I can't make it full screen yet. I'll be able to soon though, hopefully. Alright. Actually, let me check something for a sec. Let's see if this is... Hold on. Okay. Checking stuff in Steam. So I don't know if OBS is actually working or not, because it said something about an update, and I said remind me later because I just had to start stream. Because I mean, like, right? Like, it's finally out. How could I not just start stream? That's why the thumbnail was a little bit rushed too. I don't know if you could tell, but the the right arm wasn't exactly the correct proportions as the one on the left. But I just wanted to play the game, honestly. So that's what we're gonna do. Okay. Alright, let's change the screen size first. Alright, give us 920. Alright, and then now to check in OBS. Okay. Alright, I think that's... Is that good? Did that snap correctly? No, it definitely didn't snap correctly. Hold on. Why is it snapping like that? Hold on. If I do Control Z... Okay, there it's correct. I think. Alright, I'm just gonna hope. Man, I just want to play the game, honestly. Alright, bet. Announcements, cool. Cool. Alright, first thing we're gonna do. What? Will be obtained via the new ego extraction. It's finally here. Alright, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna look over the new ego. Actually, where's the Ishmael one? I want to look at that one first. Is this it? Oh, hold on. We gotta watch that. Alright, I guess that was it. Okay. Reward exchange. Okay. So let's look at the egos first. Okay. 8 plus 4. So that's gonna be what, like 24. Wait, hold on. Wait, I'm doing my math wrong. Wait, yeah, like 48 damage. So, okay, 98. Wait, no, that's not how math works. 96 damage. Oh, and more damage. Oh, wait, and more damage. Okay, so that clears rip space, right? Isn't rip space like 110 or something? I think. So I think this clears rip space damage. Actually, let's check out the passives. Deal 1. Okay. Okay, this is really it makes sense why this is the free one. I mean, it's good. It is good. But like this passive is kind of like whatever. I feel like. Like I guess if there's like one boss, then this kind of makes sense. But like, I don't know. All right, let's see the other ones now. Because the other ones are the ones that we're gonna be going for. Okay. All right, now how many reuses does it get? I'm gonna guess 4. Let's see. Reuse this coin. Stack consumed divided by 10 minus 1. What's the cap? Max stack is 40. Oh wait, it says 3 times max. Okay, yeah, so 4 is the maximum number of coins on it. I had a feeling because it said something with like XTH coin, and like first doesn't end in TH, second doesn't end in TH, third doesn't end in TH, but fourth does. So was that a passive that said that or something? All right, well we know it's a tank. We already know that much. Well, let's check the corrosion. All right, 20. It's not bad. Man, the clashing is kind of whatever though. Wait, hold on. Gains clash power plus 20. Hold on. Hold on a second. At 40 becomes clashable. I'll use at 40 until the skill ends. This unit cannot be staggered from taking damage and gains clash power plus 20. You know, forget what I just said. Whatever I said about not being able to clash, just forget that. Just wipe that from your memory. That forget that. Yeah. All right. Okay. Tremor burst. Okay, 4 tremor bursts. Not bad. This passive is kind of okay. Okay, he's a tank. We get it. Okay, how about the resources though? 2, 3, 2. That's a lot better than 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. So, okay, the real question is this better than what's it called? Blood sack, fluid sack. That's what it's called, fluid sack. Is this better than fluid sack? Let's find out. Damage. That's not what we're looking at. Hardened shell. What's the cap? Max stack 10. Turn on to lose 3 stack. That's weird. This unit has hardened shell. Multiply this effect and its maximum cap by 2. What? Sorry, what? Gain 10 hardened shell barrier. Heal self and one ally with at least HP. Percentage by 30%. This unit's max HP. That's pretty nice. I was gonna say, because I'm pretty sure fluid sack is heals 15%, right? And so I was gonna say, I think the only way that this does better than fluid sack is if it heals 30% or more, and it does do 30%. If this unit is at max HP, heal 2. So that's 3 allies for 30%. Whichever Faust is active, that one's max HP. So if that one has like a higher cap than usual, then that's like gonna be optimal. This unit is at max HP. Okay. After attack, heal 15 SP for 2 allies, including this unit. For 2 allies, including okay, so that is not obviously healing 15 SP to everyone is better. But then something that this has that fluid sack doesn't is a decent passive. So let's look at the passive now. Turn start, heal itself and one ally with lowest HP, percentage by that percent of this unit's max HP. So this is going to keep being active, right? It's going to stay active, it looks like. This unit's max HP. If this unit is at max HP, heal 2 other allies. Because if Faust keeps spamming this, then the maximum cap is just going to increase. right? Because if it's max stack 10, then it's just going to be 20. And then it's going to be 40. No? And then it's going to be 80? Is that not how it's going to work? Because to me, it sounds like that's how it's going to work. And if that is how it works, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Because if you get it high enough, then you just have like say you get it to like 200, right? And you're losing 3 per turn. Then if you're, say you're at like 110, let's say. You're healing 100%. Those 3 go down, it doesn't matter. You're still healing 100% every turn for 2 lowest allies or whatever, right? If that is how it works. I don't know if there's a cap on that, but I mean, saying max stack, but saying you can double the maximum capacity is just crazy. Forget defense level. Like, the passive is where this is like important. Like this could have provide 0 effect and it would still be doing a lot. And I like defense level, we're not even on counting. Wait, hold on. Max 3. No, that's just defense level, right? There's no way the max stack is 10, right? There's no way, right? Right? There's no way I was just glazing this ego that's gonna it's gonna not be able to max stack 1000, right? Oh, let's hope. Let's really hope. If the heal receiving units are at 25% or lower HP, or start multiply. Okay, that's not going to be activating often. Turn end, if the last ego skill Faust used during this encounter was command meltdown, lose only 1 stack. Okay, alright, that's cool. Effect activates on the same turn. Ego skills. Okay. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. It's kind of what I thought it meant, but okay. Okay, also these affinities are pretty good for the Heisho. So this is definitely going on Heisho. Definitely. And this too, something a lot of people forget about. Like, people see poise and instantly think, oh yeah, it's for full stop. But something a lot of people forget about is the fact that Heisho Honglu has poise. Like, he actually has poise on him already. Like, look. Poise. 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 Like, yeah, it's not a lot, but, like, it's enough. At least I would assume it would be enough. Because, like, it's on all of his skills. All of them. And it's, like, all count, too. So, like, he has poise on him. So full stop isn't really necessary, and also combining the Arknights ego on Faust Heisho with the Arknights ego on Honglu Heisho, just combining them, like, because these are 2 characters that already synergize with each other. So, like, it's just gonna be good. All right, let's look at how much damage he can go up by. All right, max 15%. Okay, so just a 15% damage bonus. And let's see what Thunderer is. Okay, offense level up. All right. Max 5. Okay, high Thunderer. All right, so that's what, like 10. So it's like 3 clash power. And I mean, yeah, that's not bad. 4 attack weight is pretty nice also. I didn't even look at that. And gaining more attack weight. Gaining more attack weight. Okay. So yeah, this is definitely good. It should be pretty strong. I see it has sinking on it, but like 3 isn't really enough to really count as a sinking ego. Like, I guess it could be a sinking ego, but like it's not really like this is poise, right? Yeah, damage on crit. Yeah, that's poise. heavily poisoned. The clashing power, actually, hold on, let's check the clashing power of this one too. Okay, nothing for power, so it's just straight up 30. 30? Attack weight 3. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's not bad. Alright, and this one, what is it? 22, 25. Alright, so it looks like it's 25. But for 4 to 6 AoE, it's not bad at all. Very acceptable. This one, what was this one? 15? No, it was 35. Never mind. Forget about it. Yeah. Alright, let's look at the corrosion. 5, does it go to 7? Yeah, it goes to 7. Oh, wait, hold on, this is a plus coin corrosion. Oh, this one is 2! Oh, gain attack weight, okay, 5 attack weight. Plus coin corrosions are always really nice. This one, the minus coin corrosion is not gonna be helping it a lot. This is probably the main selling point. 35 clash power. And if you think about it, it's a base 30. It has a floor of 30. Like, you can't possibly roll under a 30 if you're at 40 scabbard or whatever, right? So that's already just, like, really good. The only thing is SP is a little high, but then there's also healing SP after attack. So kind of makes that a little bit better. And this also heals SP. And this, I think this one was the one that gives you resources back. I'm pretty sure, right? Yeah. Recuperate half of ego resources and SP. Oh, and SP. If this unit does not have... So yeah, on the first use, it gives you a bunch of stuff back. So out of a... I mean, it'll probably be like 1 sloth, 1 Golium, and then 2 pride. But yeah. Wrath, okay. So, will you, Gregor? Alright. So, now we're gonna do what we have been wanting to do for a long time. And we're gonna roll. We're gonna finally roll. Oh wait, we need energy. So, I know there's a thing where if you buy out all of the egos in the shop, it gives you higher rates. But we are saving our boxes so we can buy these guys. And also I don't really feel a need to buy all the egos because it's not like we need better rates, because if you look at how much lunacy we have, we kind of have enough already. But yeah, here let's pop this first. Alright, let's see. Is that an ego? That is not an ego. Alright, that was whatever. It's fine. Alright, who are we gonna get first? Let's see. Oh, I'm so ready. I've been waiting to pull on this one banner for so long. Alright. Who's it gonna be? No! No, it's the wrong Faust! Dude, I was gonna be like, yes, first try. And it's the wrong Faust. Alright. Okay. Alright. Okay, this game just wanted to do a little bit of trolling. It's okay. Alright. That's fine. Ooh! Ooh! Alright, who is it? Okay. Yeah, there we go. There's Faust. There we go. They look really similar. Alright, that's one. How many pulls in is that? 30. Alright, let's keep going. Alright, no blues. So now we know that it's blue when we do get it. Alright, no blue. Another reason why I wanted to pull is because now we can finally convert our lunacy to shards. Because then we don't have to use boxes if we just get a bunch of shards from everything else. And also I wanted to get some of the other stuff that I didn't already have. Oh. Let's go for Homely, sure. I know selecting them doesn't matter, but... Alright. Okay. Is this gonna be an ID I don't have yet? I'm hoping. Okay. See, I'm hoping that by the time I'm able to... Finally gonna use Lunacy. I'm hoping that by the time I get the egos, I'm gonna be able to get some IDs and egos that I don't already have. Just because of how much we're gonna be pulling. I also kind of want the announcer too, from the collab. It's an ID, right? Yeah. Okay. 2 IDs. Any new ones? Nope. Okay. Alright. Maybe I didn't need to shard that guy. Oh, it's fine. Whatever. I'm kind of hoping we get Capo Mersault, because he would be really good in the Arknights team because of the Tremor and Burn, because he synergizes with the Gregor's ego very well. All right. How many pulls are we on? The 150? Okay. Oh? 2. Bro, you're gonna flip and then give me these 2? Alright. Okay, well, it's not blue, so... Alright, an ego, it's whatever. Is that Pursuance? Is that Pursuance? I'll take that. I'll take Pursuance. Although Pursuance Rodeo would have been a little bit better. But it's fine. I mean, it's something. Alright. Okay. How many are we at? 190. Okay. I don't actually know how hitting pity works. I don't know if it... Yes! Oh my god. Bro, there's no way. Dude, that's actually crazy. And obviously we're gonna go again. It'd be crazy if we got another blue. No, oh, we're not getting it. It's fine. Oh, is that Pursuance? Yeah! Yes, bro. Yes. It's not even the banner, but I really wanted it. Alright, so we can just straight up pull... Hold on, can we not? Where's... Can we not pull Amiya or something? Is that her name? Probability. Okay, where is the announcer? Is it for the event? Like, do you not pull it? Hold on, let's check out check this out. Reward exchange. Dude, where is the announcer? Is it in daily check-in? Dude, what? Where is she? Where? Hello? Hello? Almia? Alright, whatever. We're getting Hongwei. Alright. So I wasn't expecting to get them all in 200 pulls. Well, we kind of went a little over for Pursuance Road, yeah. Honestly, we could just keep pulling, but we don't really need to do that. So let's not go overboard. Okay, let's look at the oh, that's a lot of stuff. I don't know whose is whose. Oh, whoops. Word. Long. Future excited. Glory. Glory to Project Moon? Okay. Alright, so we're gonna upgrade it. Okay, first we're gonna just get that out of the way. So is that a He-Ego? Oh, it is. Oh, man, I want to equip it. Okay, this is instantly getting equipped. It's not even... Yeah, no, we're upgrading that. I don't care. Oops, that's the wrong person. We're upgrading that instantly. I do not even care. Yeah, we're upgrading you. Alright, okay, now let's do... See, I would compare them, but like, there's no reason to not just get them up first. So I'm gonna do that, because why wouldn't I? And I think it looks like we definitely have enough for that. Do we want to? Yeah, we want to. We might as well, right? Because, yeah, like for the event, we might as well just get everything to thread spin 4. Right? Right. Oh, the VOW is gonna be, or WoW, whatever it's called. It's gonna be expensive. To this one. Yeah, not that one. It's the wrong Faust He-Ego. It's not the one I wanted. This is the one I wanted. Alright. Let's get you up to thread spin 4 as well. Should have shards, yeah. Okay. And then you. Oh, let me equip it first. All right. And yeah, we're just gonna upgrade it. It's fine. Was there? Oh yeah, there's the C Gregor. I was wondering if there was any for this season so far, and yeah. All right, yeah, 150. I mean, I guess. Sure. I don't know what it does, but might as well. All right. Obviously, gotta equip the new stuff. Of course. That's not where it is. Oh wait, we don't have the Ishmael one yet. Why did I click on Ishmael first? All right. Wait, no. Gotta go to Faust to change the Faust one. Okay. And then you get that. You get that. Whew, all right. Okay, I guess we just start it now. Although, I feel like this is still really weird, because I don't know where the... Right, I'm not crazy, right? There was an announcer, right? Right? Like, there definitely was one. Okay, actually, this looks really cool. Alright. Yeah, let's see how many polls we saved. Because we did, like... We did 210, right? So let's do 66,118 divided by 130. We got like 508 polls left. So so yeah, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna complain. The thing is, if the announcer is on this, hold on, let's check event info. Hold on, do you have to pay for it? They wouldn't do that, would they? Spencer. Announcer. Season 6. Yeah, I don't know where the announcer is for the event. Because I'm not seeing it in... Let's go back to probabilities. Can you not pull announcers anymore? Am I crazy? What? Why is that the only Zion in here? Oh, I guess that's the only one I don't have, maybe? Wait, no. That doesn't make sense. I have Red Eyes Ryoshu. I have Otis. What? Why is that the only... Oh, wait. It's the only Zion that's not a season... Ego. Dude, that's weird. That's weird that there's only one Zion that's not a season ego. That's crazy. Alright, that's whatever. Okay, we're not going to worry about that. I mean, we got everything in 100, or not 100, 200 polls, so... Yeah, we're not worried. Although I really... Whatever, I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna worry about it. We're chilling. Alright, so let's get started now. You know what? You know what? I really want Thumb Merceau. Oh wait, I just realized. Oh, how many shards do we have from doing that? Okay, Otis, Merceau, Arodia. I think those are... Oh, and Ryoshu. Okay. I think... we will... Where is it? I think we'll get the red boxes, and then after the red boxes, then we'll get Mersault. Actually, no. Why don't we just get Merceau first? Because he would be good on the team. And that's that. Yeah, let's do it. Wow, okay, I guess we have to go through here anyway. Oh! Oh! We get normal and hard mode. Clearing via hard difficulty stages will automatically clear the corresponding normal difficulty stages as well. Yeah, we're staying on hard mode. Thank you very much. Okay, 14 stages. All right, is there combat here? Ooh, okay, there is. All right, Gloom and Sloth. Okay, clear within 10 turns. Gloom, Sloth. Gloom, Sloth. Ooh, this I'm gonna enjoy. Can we? Hold on, let's see if See if anyone has a Ishmael with a... Does anyone have it yet? Does anyone have it in 5 minutes after release by any chance? No? Let me refresh my list of whales. Why is the list longer? Dude, they should just let everyone on your friends list be in one massive list. All right, I don't think anyone's gonna have Ishmael. It's Sloth and Gloom, right? So more Boatworks is obviously Sloth and Gloom. Let's just do that. Okay. Is this Sloth and Gloom? Sloth and Gloom. Bet. Is there anyone else? Are you Sloth and Gloom? You are Sloth and Gloom. And you're also sinking. But you're not Ring Sang, so... I considered him for a second, but he's simply not Ring Sang. So I might have to pass on you. Alright, let's check the egos on him. Ooh, let's just do it again. Gloom. Although at the same time, like, the speed or haste to everyone is just kind of good. Are you Sloth and Gloom? You have Gloom, you're fine. Actually, is this Sloth Gloom? Yeah, it is Sloth Gloom. I don't really want to use it, but I guess we can. And do you have a... Is this Sloth Gloom? Of course you're Sloth Gloom. I don't really like you though, because you don't have any status effects at all. You have defense level up and that's it. And haste, but like... Oh wait, this one's Sloth Gloom, isn't it? Oh, I don't like you either though. You again? Okay. Sloth Gloom. I don't like that one though. It says Sloth. You know, why don't we just keep this for the Wrath gen, right? Alright, let's see, let's try... Full stop. Ring. Actually, Ring should probably be first, right? I think this looks pretty good, right? 3, 5, 6, 0. Hold on, let's see what hold on. Okay, you don't really need a lasso. No sun shower. No blind obsession. What do we not have? Oh, we don't have envy. Who has envy, Jen? You have envy, Jen. But then you don't have wrath. I mean, does ego really matter even in this? I don't think it does, honestly. Yeah, it honestly doesn't matter that much. Not gonna lie. Oh, what does this guy have? Ooh, and gluttony. Alright. Nah, that's fine. We're wasting too much time. Although, let's check if anyone got the Ishmael. Got the Ishmael ego yet. Alright, I guess not yet. Okay, it's fine. Actually, I kind of want to... What is this one again? See, this one is just really good. Like, this outclasses Rip Space, if you actually look at the numbers. But... Alright, we're just gonna go right into it. I'm really hoping they... I would assume that they did the VA work for it already, too. Since it's like... Oh, let me check the audio bounce. Since they, like, since they're not coming back to this, I would assume all the VA work is already done for it. Maybe I should read Dante's part. I don't know. The sense of cognition itself, a concept. Okay, no, we'll start. Oh no, don't press auto. Oh no. Oh, whoops. I was exploring the Lobotomy Corporation branch when my consciousness sinks into the depths. The sense of cognition itself, a concept without form, floats into the shadow of an ever-widening river swept up in its currents to nowhere. When we ran into an abnormality, but Sod told us that Hong Yuan's Lobotomy Corp branch should be free of any abnormalities. The abnormality should appear out of nowhere, was more otherworldly than any we'd encountered so far in our journey, and deep blue. It was fathomlessly blue, and seemed to have a pull that endlessly drew us into itself. Just as I was about to recall this abnormality. ... exclamation mark. So yeah, I was wondering if this is gonna, like, connect to the story, or if they're gonna, like, loop it in a way where it connects to the story, but they put him back at the start to where it didn't really become relevant, in a sense that, like, it doesn't impact, like, the progression of going to Ryoshu's Kanto. So we'll see how it plays out. A myriad of scenarios and a flood of incalculable thoughts crash into my mind like waves, wild waves, before ebbing away from shores. I was already lost and adrift somewhere within my own consciousness when I realized this. Just how long am I going to be adrift? The sensation of my own consciousness floating away is quite the unfamiliar one. I floated about in that strange state for a while. An unfamiliar voice seizes my aimlessly drifting consciousness. Are you Dante? Okay, so do they not have... Okay. The fog of my vision clears as the voice breaks through the waves, and a concerned expression comes into view. Are they gonna rerun this? Are they gonna have a rerun? They have normal and hard mode coming out at the same time, but it's not voiced. So, are they never gonna voice it? Wow, literally. Gregor, I think Dante's come too. So, I was about to ask further questions to this stranger with particularly long animal-like ears, but I'm not reading that, bro. I felt the drowsiness coursing back, the terrifying memories of the dream rendering me unable to speak. I have to get a hold of myself. After an intermediate amount of time had passed, I barely managed to wake myself from slumber to get a grasp of my surroundings, only to find myself surrounded by more unfamiliarities. There is that stranger from earlier sitting atop a rock and silently taking in the sights, a young girl who probably saved my life. Wait, so those were... so were those animal ears after all? Is Virgilius going to pull up with the ears again? Like in the April Fool's thing? Okay, that's not important right now. I have to prioritize figuring out just where in the world I ended up in. So we're standing by the Iberian coastline. How are you feeling? A little out of it, but I'm okay otherwise. Iberia, huh? Dante, do you know what that even is? It's from a different game, bro. How do you know what that is? Well, given that we're next to an ocean, maybe I drifted all the way to Eucorp's Great Lake. Alright, so he doesn't know. Iberia was an unfamiliar name, but that was all I had to go on, given that the city was still full of more unknowns than knowns to me. I radioed to your colleagues when you briefly woke up earlier. I'll be here any minute. So, I guess we'll find out as we go along. I'm not even gonna question it right now. I see. Wait, my colleagues? You must have run to the sinners then. Fog of my mind immediately cleared as soon as I realized that the sinners were all nowhere to be seen. So I have played Arknights like maybe like once or twice. I think I remember the there was this one person and they had like a shield and a gun and horns, I think. Their name is like something with an S. I don't know if they were like supposed to be like a dragon or something, I don't know. But yeah, I don't really remember anything else about the game, to be honest. But it was fun. I think it was just hard because it was on, like I couldn't find a way to play it on a PC is all. So that made it difficult to access. Sinners? I think so. I ran into them earlier. They were looking all over the place for someone with a clock for their head. It was a pretty unique description, so I could tell right away that you were the person they were looking for. Yeah, not many people have clocks for heads. So this clock head does come in handy. I'm not reading that. Manager. Dante. I'd woken up in an unfamiliar place to an unfamiliar face, and in the midst of all this all-around sense of displacement, the faces that appeared before me were certainly a sight for worth. Gregor, Honglu. Mr. Rabbit here told me she found you unconscious by the ocean, and in few, I came as fast as I could, and oh boy, I was worried that something bad might have happened. Glad to see her doing fine. Were you else at sea? I don't know. Well, I do think I'm doing fine, though. I guess I'm not having any way to drink sinners. Sinners. Not having any way to drink waters finally came in handy. You should go get that checked out, just in case. Wait, your head's waterproof, right? Is it waterproof? If someone tried to drown Dante, what would happen? Can he just like walk at the bottom of the ocean and be fine? Like, not accounting for pressure, obviously. Gregor takes a moment to steady his breathing, then mutters a casual quip as he lights a cigarette. What's the casual quip that he muttered? Are you gonna tell us? Well, he doesn't seem that concerned. Maybe we're not actually in that much danger. So, what happened? Where are we? Do you remember entering that lobotomy corp branch Ji-Chun told us about? No, I don't. No, you don't. Yeah, we ran into a new abnormality and got sucked into it before we even had the chance to do anything. What? What are you doing with the abnormality, Honglu? You gotta chill, bro. Puff, man. I really thought that was it for us, especially... Sorry. When we came to despite waking up with our faces down in some ditch, we were all fine without a scratch. Though there was... Yeah, that's crazy. We wanted to search for you immediately, but it took a while before we got a better bearing of where we were. Do you know where you are still? So we're not at U-Corp's Great Lake? Some of us considered that to be a distinct possibility, but it's unlikely. Ishmael is really certain that we were not in District 21. She did concede that we might be in an unknown area within the Great Lake of the outskirts, but that doesn't seem likely either, given what the rabbit-eared lady there said. The outskirts region of the Great Lake. I've met all kinds of people from all over Terra, but I've never heard anyone who referred to the Iberian Sea that way. So, they're from different worlds? I mean, I obviously mirror worlds are a thing, but is this really a mirror world situation, or is it something else? Because I have a feeling it's something else. Because I feel like they wouldn't do something so simple as, oh yeah, it's another mirror world. Like, there's got to be something more to it, right? Terra, Iberia. As I found myself puzzled by these unfamiliar terms, very obvious questions suddenly struck me. That question is, when do we fight? Speaking of which, who are you? That's a good question. Huh? Really? You fellas haven't introduced yourselves to each other yet? Let me fix my screen really quick. Alright. It's just that it's all just a lot to take in. Haha, how does anyone laugh like that? Alright, it's understandable. You just wake up from a pretty harrowing experience. She is, actually, do you like to do the honors yourself? I'm Amiya, the leader of Rhodes Island. Please just call me Amiya. And where is your announcer? Huh? Because last time I looked at the event, it said there is supposed to be a announcer. Maybe? I don't know. I could be mistaken. Let me pull up Steam. Steam. News. Okay, there's Ego. New limited time content. Major awards. Event description. Receive more rewards. New limited packs. New limited packages will be added to the game. Limited packages. Amiya announcer pack. Amiya announcer. Deca extraction ticket ×2. Price paid lunacy. You think I need to pay money for lunacy? Well, good news. We don't have to roll anymore because we know we're not going to get anything new from it. Could you imagine if I tried to roll for the announcer and it was never there? That would actually be crazy. Alright. So what are we even supposed to save up for now? Because we don't know of anything else. I mean, I guess we can just keep saving up. I guess actually, isn't Walpurgis supposed to be soon or something? So we easily have enough for that with, 500 pulls, but... Alright, let me close Steam. Alright, I'm Amiya, the leader of Rhodes Island. Please call me Amiya. Yeah, you're the person who's not in the announcer list because you're paid. That's cool. I'm Dante, manager of LIMBUS Company. I know I'm late, but thanks for saving my bacon. Alright, buddy. Alright, buddy. Okay. It seems that this Rodeo Island... I know they, just met, but, I feel like he should at least remember something she said, 2 seconds ago. It seems that this Rodeo Island is a pretty big corporation, but... Hold on, did she say Rhodes Island? Yeah, she did. Rodeo Island. Gregor trails off ominously and scratches his head before continuing with some mild trepidation. So, why is Yisong on our team and not Faust? Where's Faust? This young lady with the rabbit ears doesn't know what the head is after all. As far as I know, there aren't any organizations in Terra with the same characteristics as the one Mr. Gregor explained, at least not with a name like the Head. Also, sorry, it's Rhodes Island, not Rodeo. This isn't my first rodeo. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha ha. Sorry, Gregor's kind of bad with names. I didn't even know that about him. I didn't know that was a character trait that he had, that he was bad with names. Have they went into detail with that before? Because this is the first time I'm hearing about it. Unless it was happened before and I just didn't pay attention. So what you're saying is that we're not in the city anymore? It'd be weird for any higher up at these huge corporations to know less about the head than we do, and let alone be completely clueless about it. Well, maybe we've tumbled into a previously undiscovered zone of the outskirts or the ruins, probably. Or maybe we've really found ourselves in a completely different world. ... If their conjecture is correct, we're in way bigger trouble than I thought. This wasn't like the time we accidentally stranded ourselves in the outskirts via a door in the corridor. Amia stared at me with some concern as though she felt my distress. I think I can draw a connection to something else that's happening here. Really? Yes, recently. And anomalous? Anomalous. Okay. Anomalous science and events have been occurring in Iberia ever since a mysterious dimensional door appeared at sea. Are they doing a Limbus Company event in Arknights? Like, obviously there's Arknights and Limbus Company because, you know, it's kind of right there. But is there a Limbus Company in Arknights? I don't know if the collab is like 2 ways like that or not. And it's been said that this dimensional door is connected to something very, very distant, to something that we've never observed before. So, seems reasonable to theorize that the dimensional door is how we managed to cross over to this world. So, we're not going to start talking about quantum physics and observable stuff, and I really would have appreciated Faust's input. Where is Faust? Where did all the other sinners go anyway? Where is Faust? Where's my third ego, or my first ego that I pulled? Where are you? A bit late on the uptake to be gawking around for the other sinners now, don't you think? They're at a settlement near here, where they're all helping out with various odds and ends of the village, while taking turns searching for Dante, of course. You know, I never thought about how difficult it would be to search for someone when we're like fish out of water, too. Man, barely got even a wink of sleep since yesterday. Everyone's got to be really tired then, so it's just you two out here for now. No, Ishmael and Yisong are the other half of the search party, and we just happen to be the last group in the rotation. They must be searching elsewhere to find you, Manager Bud. Dude, I don't know how to make that noise, bro. How do you laugh like that? How do you do that? Anyways, we got the news early thanks to Amiya's comms gear, but the other team didn't. Yeah, we got lucky. The other team, well, we don't have any way to get in touch with them, so they'll probably continue their search until their shift is done. Oh, are we talking about that village you mentioned earlier? Right, you've not been there yet, huh? I guess it's a bit off the beaten path. I'm gonna drink some water really quickly. Well, we're going to have to rendezvous with the other sinners anyway. Let me double check the audio because it feels pretty quiet. Oh wait, no, my headset was just really low. All right, we're fine. All right. Well, we're going to have to rendezvous with the other sinners anyway, so let's head to the village for now. Something seemed to have piqued Amiya's interest as she fell into a contemplative silence before carefully speaking up. I'd like to accompany you there. To what? Announce? What are you gonna do? Announce for me? With money? I don't think so. Sure, I don't see why not. You helped us find Manager Bud, and more importantly, you seem to know a lot more about this place than we do. And yet, you apparently you only announce things when you're given money, I hear. Haha, I don't actually know Iberia that well either. What? Is that not... What? Is Rhodes Island not the same place as Iberia? I don't know the Arknights lore. I apologize. All I know is there's that one person that I had. She was like a 5-star or something. It's like something with an S. I gotta Google this up. Hold on. Arknight. Is it? That's not a name that exists. Was it with an S? I don't remember. Dude, what was this person's name? They were like some random. It was like a dragon, I think. Bro, I don't know. I'm gonna search Arknights list of 5-star. You know, let's do tier list. Search that way. That'll probably be easier to find with a tier list. Sure, let's was it 5-star or 4-star? I think it was 5-star. Does it want to load? Hello? Okay, let me research. Oh, no, it stopped working. Oh, it's breaking. Oh, my tab is breaking. Arknights tier list. Go. Sure, let's use this tier list, why not? Guard, medic, sniper, specialist, supporter, vanguard. Wait, no. It was defender, I think. Where's defender? Is defender a person? It is a person, okay. Or, no, I mean it's a, Oh, wait, hold on, is it this one? Arknights. Oh my god, it didn't start with an S at all, it was a Liskarm. Liskarm is the one that I had. Completely. Yeah, that doesn't start with an S at all. That's my bad. Whoops. All right. All right. Back to the game. I don't actually know Iberia that well either. It's your universe. Shouldn't you know more about it? But I should be able to be of some help. We've closed to their borders and have practically locked out any foreign influences from affecting them. But I did get a briefing before the mission. What mission? Closed borders, huh? Then how did you get in, Miss Amia? We followed Dr. Cal. Not gonna try to say that too quickly. Directions and illegally across the country border. Illegally? Oh, does that mean you crossed the border without obtaining any permission, Amia? We had to cross the border somehow in order to investigate how and why the dimensional door came to be. Huh, is it normal for pharmaceutical companies to be doing that? Pharmaceutical companies? What? Who said anything about pharmaceutical companies? What? Large pharmaceutical companies often dispatch their agents for missions. What? Dude, I'm so lost, bro. I'm so confused. I'm so confused. What is Arknights even about, bro? Yes, Rhode Island is, in its essence, a pharmaceutical company researching treatments for people infected with Oripathy. Oh wait, no, I saw that one summary in that one post. Yeah, I know what that is. It's the rock cancer, right? I think. But we also work to prevent and assist in the management of various situations that can occur in high-risk areas. High-risk areas, huh? What does that mean? Wait. What about your companions? I doubt you came all the way here on your own. That's, we were forced to split up due to certain forces that were in pursuit. Wait, stop. What? Who are you talking to? His ears twitched as she came to a stop and began scanning the surrounding area. Then, there. As we stood about confused, Amia noticing something pointed toward the seashore hidden behind large and cragged rock formations. Okay. What are we supposed to do? Or what are we supposed to... Huh? That's not Ishmael. There we saw someone wielding a lengthy greatsword. There's Ishmael. And Yisong too. Although he doesn't have an ego, so sucks to suck. Bickering with two familiar faces. That's not a familiar face. Oh, those are the... Yeah, never mind. Again, move, you're in the way. You needn't to worry as you do. Who would win in a fight? Which one of them would win in a fight? Base LCB Ishmael or... What's her name? Scotty? Skady? Scott-I? He Ego? We have had... Oh, wait. You needn't worry as you do. We had ample experience battling monsters who are much like them. ... Listen, I'm not worried. It's... Oh, so they're not fighting each other. Come on, better to have 3 fighters than 1, right? Besides, you're the first person we ran into out here, so we've got a lot of questions to ask. Yisong, Ishmael. Don't tell you're unharmed. The hero's getting ready for a 3-day-long search. Early, if we were really worried, we might never be able to find you. Haha, we managed to find them thanks to the help of Miss Amiya here. Amiya, are you two acquainted? Not a good time for a reunion. It can wait until after we take out the sea monsters. Scotty, are these organisms the Seaborn's doctor? How do you pronounce that? Call? Dr. K. Let's just say Dr. K. The Seaborn's doctor... Oh no. Wait, is that a person? Oh, the Seaborn's the doctor mentioned. They're sea terrors, to be specific. What does that mean? The less sophisticated ones among them. They're probably here for me. Why? What makes you think that? Sea terrors. I hear the silky... Too much silk song. I hear the sticky noise of something viscous slithering against the rocks. ... When I turned to face the origin of the unsettling noise, I smelled a heavy, wet scent of brine. What is brine again? Herobrine? At the end of my gaze awaits strange monsters, unlike distortions, unlike abnormalities, unlike anything I'd ever seen. It is as though the sea itself is encroaching on the land. I don't know about you, but it doesn't look super wet to me. I was almost certain we weren't at the Great Lakes. We weren't at the Great Lake, but I'm not so sure anymore. Her experiences with the thick scent of brine at the Great Lake must have put her in a wary mood. As Ishmael seemed to be a lot more apprehensive about these monsters than anyone else. Do you think those creatures could be whales or mermaids? I don't know, the Great Lake and the outskirts are full of unexplored mysteries after all. Dante, what do your senses say? It's unclear. I'd say the closest comparison I can make is with the whales, but even that's not conclusive. More enemies on the horizon, we should prepare for battle. Doesn't seem like we can talk things out with them though. So let's take them out. Alright, we can finally play the game. I'm gonna be honest, this storyline... Okay, I'm gonna be honest, this storyline is really confusing me. Like, I am really confused, and I have no idea what's going on. Hold on, was that 1-1-1? Seriously? That's all it takes? Oh, we gotta drag? Hold on, why are we dragging? I mean, I guess they're not abnos, but like, I don't know, this feels kind of weird to be dragging on these kind of enemies. Alright, whatever. Come on, Ishmael, please, please, yes. Confirm the center statuses. You want me to look at them? Nervous impairment, what is that? At 30 stack, become staggered and then take fixed damage equal to 25%. Yeah, that doesn't matter. See, getting staggered would be an issue, but like at 30 stack. And how long is it gonna, like, how fast do these things add? Yeah, we're not gonna be taking 10 hits from them, so I don't think we're too concerned. At least we better not be taking 10 hits from them. If we do, that's kind of a skill issue on our part. Alright, let's do this, and then we're gonna use the Gregor Ego. You should have enough for it after this to be able to do it twice in a row. That was an effective attack. Okay. I don't usually use announcers. I'm not used to the. Your excellent command reminds me of Doctors for Ruin. You should be able to take them down soon. What should be able to take them down soon? What are you talking about? I don't know what you're referring to. Could you enlighten me, or does he after attack heal 25 SP? Yeah, sure, let's run it. Actually, oh, you know what, yeah, sure. He's not gonna attack anyone anyway, so might as well. Yeah, let's do that one. It's skill 1, right? I'll just run all the skill 1s, I think. That's the play here. Oh, actually, we could save for Gloom Res. Honestly, we don't really need to, though. Now let's get Sloth Res in. 5? Really? I mean, I guess he doesn't need to hit heads or anything on this one, right? It's weird that it targets an enemy, but doesn't like interact with it at all. Like, I don't know if he's just supposed to pull aggro when he does that. Like, maybe he does pull aggro when he does that, but I don't really know what the point of not just targeting himself is. Why 2 and 3? Alright, bro. Alright. So what, he's at, what was he at, 11 scabbard or whatever? That was an effective strategy, Dante. So, okay. Wait, no, I didn't get to use the ego, bro. Oh my god. All remaining enemies have retreated to the sea. Good work, everyone. Few didn't think I'd have to deal with anything remotely like this outside the Great Lake. You can say that again. It would have taken us the whole day if that Scotty character didn't occupy the other half while Miss Rabbit helped us. That would not have taken you all day. He is severely underestimating LCB. As we were catching our breath after the battle. So, was this canonically supposed to be a difficult battle? Because I was kind of hoping we would get a few more turns out of that so we could see the ego. I heard a brief hum. When I turned to look at its source, I saw Scotty glaring at me with palpable alarm. Strange people who transform. Oh, yeah, I guess they saw the IDs, right? And a head of a clock? I guess they're both technically true. Well, it's nothing more than a theory at this point. But hey, that's just... Alright, I think they have a lot to do with the dimensional door we're supposed to be investigating. Nice to meet you, I guess. I guess. I only hear ticking clock. Wait, does Amiya hear Dante? Ooh, that's because only us sinners can hear Dante's voice. Huh? What's up? No, I was just wondering how Miss Amiya can seemingly understand Dante. Wait, yeah, I was just wondering, didn't it sound like... Does Amiya have some power that can, like, translate with anybody in existence or something? Yeah, what's going on here? Huh, yeah, I completely forgot in my head that I didn't even ask the question how weird this is. Yeah, I didn't think about that either, low-key. Their voice sounds like a ticking clock to me, too. But, I don't know. It's almost like I can sense what they're trying to say. What kind of emotion they're trying to convey. Oh, she's just such an empath that she just feels what he's saying. I see, okay. She's just so empathetic towards everyone that she just understands even someone with a clock for a head. Her explanation reminded me of the blue boy in Blue Boy in Sinclair's past, but I didn't quite feel the uncanny sensation from Amiya that I felt from them. So Dante doesn't know the guy's name of the boy. So she can read me kind of like how Virgilius can, I guess. Well, I don't think it's a bad thing. That's true, it's been a hassle to always need Faust or Hongo to translate for you, Dante. I'd like to know exactly how she can understand Dante, but I don't think we've got the luxury of time to sit down and figure this out. So, are we heading back? Sounds like a plan. It's not like we know anywhere else to go, right? Oh, and Miss Rabbit here will be tagging along too. She said she'd help us find our way back. I'll have to be working with you too also, Miss Ishmael, Mr. Hongler. Took the words right out of my mouth. You already helped us plenty, and you clearly know a lot about... clearly know a lot more about this place than we do. The journey is long, perhaps embarking on it ere the sun's fall would be wise. What does that even mean, bro? Ere the sun's fall. Perhaps... the journey is long. Perhaps embarking on it ere the sun's fall would be wise. Embarking on it prior to... Before the event of? Is that what ere means in this situation? How long's the journey? No idea. Okay. It's not like we have a clock with us. Yeah, that'd be crazy. I do know that it's not very far though. We just need to walk alongside the coastline for a bit. I'm guessing she's looking at Dante. Scotty quietly points in my direction. Yep. Oh, Dante can't tell us the time because they're not on time. Yeah, I don't think it's what's that? 12. Oh, it's like 45. 50, it's like 12:50. Exactly. Choose to get myself a clock-shaped head. Actually, do we know that? Do we know that for sure? I don't know if we know that. Maybe you did choose. I don't know. I don't know. Walked away from Scotty's inquisitive eyes, which were quite solidly fixed on my head. The coasts of Iberia are hardly good places for people to live. Those things can go anywhere in this world, but they thrive at places that meet the ocean. So how do people manage to build a village at a time like at a place like this? The monsters are called seaborns or sea terrors, yes. While it is true that they impose certain difficulties, they were hardly the kind of monsters with the strength to bring a scourge and drive out the local populace. Don't judge them based on that brief skirmish. Where's the next fight? She's just telling us to be on our guard, right? Scotty can be a bit curt, but she's not a bad person. I have to sneeze. I'm waiting for the sneeze to come. It's not coming. Now that I said that, it's going away. That's disappointing. I don't think she said anything wrong. Nothing rules out the existence of stronger variants of these creatures being out there. ... Scotty's concern only serves to fan my curiosity, but something about her expression communicated that I probably shouldn't pry, so I quietly quickened my pace as we walked to the village. I don't remember what they were talking about, but I just wanna progress. Give me the Ishmael ego, please. Wow. 33 bonus. Alright. So what, we need to do that like 8 more times maybe? I mean, what's that times 8? Yeah, a few more times. Is this another fight? What is this? Hold on. What is this? Is this gonna be... No, I genuinely have no idea what this is gonna be. You know, it'd be really cool if we end up having to use the base sinners again, because that would be really cool. Although I have no idea how this is gonna go, honestly. Because it said warning, so I would assume that there's like a battle, right? I don't know. Sort of looks like a village. It's more like the ruins of one, isn't it? Okay. Doesn't seem like they've done any proper upkeep to the place, not in a while at least. They're really here holding together. Strange buildings tell the stories of former prosperity from a bygone era. Our steps leave no footprints on the wet, muddy ground. On it, I see a rotting sign marked with the name Faro Muerto. Was that Land of the Dead? Everywhere I look in this village, I see evidence of long silent abandonment. Actually, what is Pharaoh? What does Pharaoh mean? Or Farah? Google Translate. Let's pop in Pharaoh Muerto. Dead lighthouse. Interesting. Not exactly land, but lighthouse. Okay. We don't see these kinds of abandoned-looking ruins often in the city either. Well, yeah, there are always someone or something out there waiting to capitalize on that free real estate. I already don't want to see something about him talking about free real estate. Be it a syndicate or a corporation and fix it up better than this at least. So, where are the sinners? Ah, they're clearing down there. There's a clearing down there where we were entrapped betwixt a twain of great ships, narrowing winds against our sail. Okay, Don Quixote. Townsfolk. Ooh, hold on, what? No, you weren't supposed to show me Don Quixote already. No, I wonder who this could be. That is when young Ishmael boomed her command most resonant. Say no more. I don't even have to try to search for them. That unmistakably sonorous and familiar voice echoing triumphantly between the empty building. Yeah, we don't... Yeah. we know who that is. That's Don Quixote's voice when she's sharing her adventurous tales. There she was, standing atop a low podium like an... Wasn't she just in a cave or something? What? Okay, so I guess she's talking about stuff and she's not actually trapped betwixt great ships, or the like. There she was, standing atop a low podium, like an actor on a stage, regaling a group of people in rags with tales of our adventures, like a traveling thespian? I don't know what that means. Answers, ye dogs, oarsmen. 'Tis the moment Ishmael the first made of a vessel, Mephistopheles shall navigate. Stop. Hold on. What do you think you're doing? Oomph. Young Ishmael unhand my mouth, for I was just about to regale them the most fantastic tale of adventures at the Great Lake. Gasp, Manager Esquire. Verily, thou hast returned with Manager Esquire safely in tow. What? They found Clockhead. A burning clock for a head? So no head? As a child, I heard a story about a legendary, what does that even mean? Cause? What was that? With a flaming head. Why would someone like that visit our humble village? Well, their exterior may carry elements that inspire fear in some. There's no cause for alarm. Yeah, they may look like that, but they're Dante, our manager. And the rest are... ... Oh, hello. I'm sorry, who are you two? They're two very nice people who helped us find Dante. This is Miss Amia, leader of Rhodes Island, and this is Miss Scotty, their operator. And they'll be coming along with us for a little while. With us, we believe that the dimensional door which we at Rhodes Island are investigating has something to do with why you suddenly woke up here in Iberia. Are we gonna see them fight? Do we see them fight in addition to the ego, or Zamia was bringing the sinners up to speed? The villagers who were staring at us curiously approached us. Our conversation managed to convince them that we're not a threat. I sure hope so. You were friends of our saviors. Saviors? Verily, 'tis quite the grand title. Title? Not tale? Grand title. Okay. Yet that is indeed the word by which we addressed. To be more precise, by saviors they're referring to only Faust and Otis. Faust gave me a light nod when we made eye contact, but I could tell that her lips were drawing a very, very subtle smiling arc. So I'm guessing something did happen. They were quite mistrustful upon our initial arrival. This is gonna be a long story, isn't it? I mean, that's good, that's good. I guess, for some people. What business do outsiders have here? What if they're the Inquisition? The Inquisition? Oh no. What do we do? oh no, what do we do? After all we went through to get here. Dude, this sounds like the most cliched... Okay, I'm not gonna... calm yourselves, everyone. None of them are carrying what appears to be their scriptures or lamps. What does that even mean? Let's first try to see who they are. Scriptures or lamps? Dude, what are they doing in Arknights, bro? Man, I don't think they're gonna trust us anytime soon. They're all old curmudgeons. Let's STNC, then PTSD. I'm guessing slice their necks clean, right? Slice their necks clean, then part their shoulder shoulders dead. You can't do that, Ryoshi. We can't. Oh, pillage their storage deposits. It looks like they already have it hard enough as is. I don't think STNC is a good way to get started either. Okay, so Honglu can kind of understand Ryoshi. Can everyone understand Ryoshi now? Or at least a little better? Or has she already used slice their necks clean already or something? Maybe. I don't know. Should we just find help elsewhere just to look at how thin their arms are? I don't think they're in any shape to help us out. Perhaps we can inquire as to our whereabouts. Air? Dude's gotta stop using the word air, bro. Say prior to. Say beforehand. Say after. Stop using the word air. Nobody uses the word air. Is it... Hold on. Is... The only thing that could make sense is if this is the word Yisong in translations. That would make it make sense. If this is Yisong in translations. But if it's not, he's got to stop using the word air. But it's definitely got to be like, the translation has to be Yisong with the amount of times he said it, right? Because twice is enough to, like... twice is enough, bro. Where to decide our lodgings. Well, the landscape is certainly reminiscent of U-Corp's, but I don't recall seeing or learning about any place that looks like this, though I can't say I've been to every corner of U-Corp. Have you not? I ask again, what business do outsiders have here? Yeah, what are they even doing here? Their fingers are tightening around the grips of their weapons. What weapons? I didn't see any. Prolonged silence will most likely turn this into a hostile encounter. Free XP. We can't have that. Hi, we're from LIMBUS Company. We're fixers of justice. Yeah, just like that. Fixers of... Oh, wait, don't you know when to keep it down? Fixers. Not over there. It's a ship, boyfriend, isn't it? Are you looking to repair a vessel by any chance? All these construction materials seem to suggest so. Chief, this does not concern you. It's something a mere outsider... It's not something a mere outsider can understand. Curious, I've never seen an energy source like this before. Have you run the tests? Have you run the tests to rule out any stability issues? Seems to power the heat exchanger via some method comparable to the utilization of fusion energy. Have you any thoughts on this, Miss Faust? The general design structure is somewhat odd-fashioned, but there certainly are inspired parts to this. Does Faust have access to Gesellschaft in Arknights world? Because if it's a mirror world, it would make sense, but if it's like another like universe entirely, then I don't really know if Faust would have access to that. Because maybe this is the only one that went to the Arknights universe. I don't know. The general design structure is somewhat old-fashioned, but there certainly are inspired parts to this design, particularly with the usage of the core energy source, where its stability would need to be further studied. This technology seems to be incredibly energy efficient. You identified all that merely by glancing at this blueprint? Must be the village chief then. If so, I have a proposition for you. In return for assisting in their ship repair, we were promised a ride on their vessel. Miss Faust has theorized that perhaps by going out to sea, we may be able to find a way to return to whence we came. Whence? Does that mean where and when at the same time? ... exclamation mark. Does that mean we can find a way back somewhere out there in the sea? Nothing certain yet, Dante. At this point, we are working based on a hunch. A hunch? Sensing that implicit omen in her choice of words, I slowly turned around to look at Faust, who nodded solemnly in response. If we're really in a different world, even her Gesellschaft has to be... No issues were encountered in the repair process. Faust smiles faintly as she looks around and then pulls me in by my hems. She whispers in a low voice. My connection to Gesellschaft is currently operating at a suboptimal level, Dante. Yeah, I had a feeling. Although, is it still operating in general? Like, I don't know, maybe she's got bad connection in a different world or something? Or do they just not know? So it's still connected, at least. Indeed, it is. However, even exchanges of simple information are taking up to dozens of hours by current calculation. Okay, so she has like 10 million ping. And she's like lagging out of the Discord call, is what I'm guessing. But she's still in the call, but she's just lagging and hears everything like 10,000 years in the future. Understandable. Alright. Is this a warp train situation because we're in a different dimension? The call should be identical. We have been connected to an unidentified, unpredictable dimension. However, Faust is aware that the pathway to our original dimension is yet to close this time, unlike the situation back on the warp train. Okay, so what if they just go in the direction that Faust has a better connection to the Gessel shaft? Right? That makes sense. So to get back where we came from, indeed, traveling through the pathway is the most feasible solution. And from that, you came up with the whole plan to repair the ship and sail out to the sea? Yes, well, I am also a genius after all. Okay, bro. Okay. Yeah. And when I realized that that I had a limited time and I needed to farm 900 of the event currency for spring cultivation, it was actually Genius Faust who decided completely on her own to decide to use her level 14 LCB identity and die for me so that I could skip the fight and have Ji-Chun give me the 156 event currency and make my life a lot easier than having to grind a mirror dungeon for 140 event currency at a time. And yeah. I'll make a conjecture that we probably came through a dimensional door of sorts. Looks like that dimensional door might be what Faust is looking for. With high likelihood, yes. At least there's a way back. I find myself calming down a little. Oh, speaking of which, when do you think you can wrap up the repair job? As fortune should have it, a majority of the most time-consuming parts of the repair have already been completed by the locals. It shouldn't take us more than a day or two to get its core parts shipshape again, executive manager. It's taking a while. We'll be staying here a few more days then. How did you manage last night? Well, like I said earlier, keeping ourselves busy looking for you this whole time. We took turns helping with the repairs and resting, but I doubt any of us got a proper night's rest. Still, we weren't cold thanks to the villagers who kept the fire going for us all night. Not to mention how they helped us a ton with that local map they drew us. Oh, also, Chief handed us this earlier. What's it for? Oh, looks like a sack to collect water. Give it here. I know how to get that installed. Must be to repay Miss Faust and Miss Otis's efforts at repairing their ship, yet the service they provide us is certainly quite generous, even when taking the transactional nature into account. They're really giving us the best treatment they can, huh? As for food, we managed to fill ourselves with some cookies and bread Rhodia keeps in her pockets. How much? Didn't want to eat into their food supply when they're already pretty tight, you know? She carries enough cookies and bread for 12 people? Yeah, that's what I was wondering. They did offer us some nosh, those dried fish things, but we refused. I ain't about taking food from the needy. ... No need to concern yourselves with... No need to concern yourselves so much with our hospitality. You've done more than enough to earn your keep. I turned around at the source of that low rumbling voice and saw an old man in an outfit that seems to distinguish itself amongst the other villagers. Oh, there you are, Chief. Is there a place for us to stay the night? We do have places to shelter from the misty humidity at the very least. There is an empty building there, so feel free to occupy it for the night. Ooh, are you for sure? I mean, I don't mind sleeping in the streets myself. Hey, speak for yourself. I've been looking forward to sleeping with a roof over my head since, like, yesterday. He'll catch cold sleeping in the elements in this environment, which is fine by me for the rest of you, but we cannot afford to have the executive manager or our honored guests suffer that fate. Honored guests? Huh, I heard what happened from the 4 who left in search of the executive manager. First, I would like to begin by imparting my infinite gratitude to you for finding and rescuing the executive manager. Okay. Hear that you are a leader at a pharmaceutical company. Yeah, that's what I thought this was going towards. This acquaintance shall certainly come in handy in case our stay becomes significantly prolonged. Haha. She's gonna try to use Amia, isn't she? For something. I don't know what, but that's just her character. That's just what she does. Dogs bark, cows moo, Otis climbs her way up the corporate ladder and sucks up to everyone. It's just the natural way things go. I'm just surprised by her boldness to say something so materialistic when they're standing right there. Can I stay in your village too, Chief? Village took a brief glance at the hems of her right wrist and then nodded. Welcome to Faro Morto. You're welcome to stay for as long as you want. And please do let me know if you find yourselves without food. Our food supply may be a bit tight indeed, but we have enough to share with those who helped repair the vessel. Ooh, you better not go back on your word later. Haha, I wonder what kind of local delicacies await. Dried fish, like they were eaten earlier, maybe. Hey Chief, what is it? Just how are you surviving out here? By this sea. Perhaps the question of how we are surviving may be somewhat misdirected. For we are only pursuing every possible avenue because we must survive. That doesn't answer the question. Chief responds to Scotty's perceived hostility with a hearty smile. After leaving some firewood for the night, he left. Was that hostility? Oh, is Scotty sus of them? Suspicious? Are they gonna turn into fish people? And are we gonna have to fight them? And then are we gonna steal their boat after killing them all? Maybe. Just maybe. Wait, did I read that? Oh, she responded after leaving the firewood for the night he left. I'm going. Can't learn much more from here. Oh, you're going somewhere at this hour? ... Scotty, does this have something to do with the coast? I remember what you said before we got to the village, something about how coasts are hardly good places to live in. Dante wants to know if this has something to do with the coast. Do you understand the... Dude, I don't know what that says. Language. Is that an A or an E? Or is it a sharp B? Is it a sharp E? Dude, I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm not even gonna try. Language? No. Dante, Scotty just spoken that language. Okay. I can understand a word of Scotty and the Chief's conversation because I don't speak that. It may only be that there were enough lexical. What does that even mean? No, hold on. No. We're Googling this. We're Googling this one. Forget air. We're Googling what does lexical mean? Dictionary. Relating to or the nature of a lexicon or dictionary. So a lexicon is a dictionary? Origin, Greek. Lexis is a word. Greek. Lexicos, of words. English, all. Lexical. Okay. So it's the meaning of lexical is however relating to the words of the vocabulary of a language that is distinguished from its grammar. Man, that doesn't tell me anything useful. All right. That wasn't really. We didn't really find out anything from that. Maybe only be that there were enough lexical similarities between one of the city's languages and the language Scotty spoken for them to comprehend the meaning. Weird coincidence. Yeah, I don't know what you just said, bro, but okay. Anyway, I have some things to look into. Something you're all too slow to see. Okay, that's not very nice. I don't know if you can say that in the Big 25, bro. You still have to tell us about it later. Please remember you're not on a solo mission, Scotty. This is a team effort from Rhode Island. Will do. Scotty nodded lightly before leaping off into the night out of our sights. I'm kind of worried. She's not the best with people, but she's also pretty thoughtful. She'll be okay. Is this the... You know, I'm not gonna say that. Should we head inside? The sun's starting to set already. Oh yeah, we can probably just pick an unlit building and stay the night there, right? Trying our best to ignore the mood that was starting to turn awkward. Yeah, that'd be crazy. Imagine the mood turning awkward. I would never do that. We made our way into a nearby unoccupied building. Okay, so there's no combat? Why'd you give me a warning if there's no combat? What? Seriously? Dude, what? Why is there a warning when there's no... Bro. What? Seriously? Okay. Low-key kinda hungry, not gonna lie. I kinda want food. How am I gonna do this? You know what? I'm going to look at the extract. Wow, look at that. Look, that's the skills. Here's put subway surfers in the corner while I go and get food, okay? Alright, I will be back very soon. By very soon, I mean in a few minutes. I gotta get food, okay? Alright. It shouldn't be too long. I mean, I don't think anyone's gonna be seeing the stream anyway, so... If anyone watches this VOD in 10 years, then skip ahead a few minutes if you want. We got food. All right. Dude, give me another fight again. Already. Please. Just give me a fight, bro. Okay, not really. Well, I thought we were doomed to shudder ourselves to sleep with soaking wet firewood and all. I had no idea that'd work. I just have to... Okay, can I just put in auto mode and read it? We have to get a small fire going underneath it until the wood dries up and catches fire, the downside being old smoke. It's clear that she has some field experience, unlike some fools I know. I shan't sit here and let her carry the burden of labor alone. But... but what? Oh wait, no, I was thinking of a different word. Alright, bequeath upon me. Line ingredients. Young, right? That's quite a sentence. I gotta write that one down, bro. Hold on. I gotta write this one down. I don't know what it means, but bequeath upon me thine ingredients. And then I'm just gonna put some underscores as a blank. Now what does bequeath mean? Let's search this up. What does bequeath mean? Does that mean to give some ingredients? To leave a personal estate or one's body to a person or other by other beneficiary by a will? He bequeathed his art collection to the town. To pass something on or leave something to someone else. To pass on. That's a song. It's a song, isn't it? Okay. I gotta use that word at least once in my lifetime. Bequeath upon me thine ingredients. I gotta remember that next time I'm like cooking something. Someone's there. I'll say, bequeath upon me thine ingredients. Maybe I should go to a restaurant and say, bequeath upon me this meal. No, that wouldn't work. Maybe I'm just hungry. I think I am. I mean, I'm currently about to take another bite, so. For I shall conjure upon thee a pot of a special fixer soup. Okay. You were making soup with cookies and jelly? Bro, what? What? No. No, you are not getting anywhere near the kitchen again. Not after what you cooked up last time. Nah, bro, let her cook. I must admit to a certain level of interest. Yeah, I'm pretty interested too. How are you gonna make a soup out of cookies and jelly? That's... many of our fellows... viscera. What does that even mean, bro? Are oft racked with intense agony upon ingesting dishes of your making. Perhaps it would be wiser than that wiser that we save the occasion for a safer environment. Right. Don't you remember? We away from maybe cooking somewhere or early situations like this, remember? Did we? See, I think it's become sort of an unspoken rule after everything that happened. Remember? Back during last year's
cooking contest at K-Corp, they only some people who managed to who say they produce. What does that mean we'll get?
Try Otis's cooking once again. Denied. We still have plenty of high-calorie foods like cookies and jelly here. I find no reason to do something so inefficient. Dude, what are you gonna cook with cookies and jelly? Like, you can put them together, then you got cookies with jelly in them, but like, dude, that's it. That's it, bro. There's nothing else.
What is your own slow and back I
Can only wake up in an unfamiliar environment. Does this lower the quality of my stream if I... Should I not eat and talk at the same time? You know, no one's gonna stop me, so... Who's gonna stop me?
What is your own unfamiliar environment?
Oh, we're quite used to getting thrown into unfamiliar places. Speaking of which, did you manage to reach your colleagues, Amio?
What happened? Maybe what it sounds like, or maybe as well. What did you hear?
I don't know. But I'm sure they're okay. Doctor, they're both more than capable enough to look after themselves. Only of this curiosity lingered within me. That's allowed me to inquire. Corporations are, by their nature, organizations in pursuit of profit. Yet the activities of your corporation resemble those of charity organizations, as opposed to a pharmaceutical company. Is there aught that might explicate this poor distinction? Aha, I wanted to know too. How come a pharmaceutical company like roads I notice helping people? Something about what Honolulu said brings back unpleasant memories. Horrible experiments and through the cascade of falling tears in the service of, in the face of suffering, the embodiment of greed, the terrible wound in Honolulu's fathoms. The pharmaceutical company. Hold on a minute. Who is that? Who is that? It's not Ian, is it? Right? Alright, I'll continue yeah, I'm reading. Hold on, pause. I mean, I'm definitely still reading, but we're gonna look at what Marcel just said. Be more correct to experience more and acclimatize oneself to it instead of complaining. Maybe Merceau, however you say it, his canto will be about him deciding that he wants change and then will not just take things as is. Is he canto 10? Or is he 11? I don't remember the order. I'm pretty sure Faust was 12, right? I think he was 10 for some reason. I think Otis was 11. And Faust was 12, I think. Okay, now that I'm done eating. I mean, I was definitely reading that whole time, but now it'll just be a little more audible if you couldn't tell. No, dude, it was so nice having it on auto. Oh, yet worry thee not, where evil with arise, the fixer of justice. Quixote jumps from her seat passionately. It was followed by a heavy crack and the sound of small pebbles tumbling down. Don Quixote, watch out. Oh, whoa! That's not Faust. From a wall, Chastely wrote down a familiar villager. It appeared that it was eating something out of a can while reading a book. Wow. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. How farest thou? Farest thy foot. You gotta apologize first. Sorry. I seemed a tad too hyper today. Apologies, for I hardly expected this wall to crumble with such ease. Art thou unhurt? Who broke the wall, Don Quixote or this random person? Two. Two? Pray tell, to what? Forget the apology. I just want to know what happens next. Fixers of justice rose up to do what? Ooh. Ooh. Hast thou come to me to hear the tale of fixers? I don't know about... Okay. Punched a wall down. Oh, is it too late in an hour? I don't mind waiting till morning if you want to sleep. Nay, not at all. 'Tis quite early an hour for tales, in fact. Prithee, seat thyself here. You ungovernable fool. Calm down, we don't even know who she is. Don't even forget to share those fixer tales over there in the corner to not disturb our sleep. Thou makest a request most untenable. These tales deserve to be announced to the world with great gusto from the center. Yeah, that's the best way to hear those kinds of stories. But we should probably introduce ourselves to each other first. Name's Mayers. How should I put this? Is it Myers? Did you meet the village chief? He's my gramps, or something. Oh, that nice guy, so he had a granddaughter. Yet, I have not seen you once, Miss Mayers, under the sun. Oh, you're right. Thought the village was completely dried of any young blood. Like Roddy said, we didn't see Mayers out there. There wasn't anyone else in the village we could comfortably call young. They're telling me Gramps was worrying over nothing and told me to stay put inside. Going on and on about the dangers that the outsiders pose and everything. It seems that they do not give full faith to their saviors. Things you cannot share even with whom you trust with your life. Though, I'd like to know why. Why? So there are a bunch of other kids who are stuck indoors in this village. No, there isn't anyone around my age in the village at all. If that's the case, I guess I can understand why he'd be overprotective. Anyways, it's our turn. We are... Ah, I'm good. I don't have to get an idea. You did? Oh? Pray, how didst thou hear us via listening device most secret upon our chamber? Mayers tapped the side of the wall, part of that was still standing, anyway. Smiled ironically. Bad soundproofing. I hear pretty much everything. Don Quixote, right? Everything Don Quixote practically sang during the day. Verily, I see. I think you could really do with some sense of embarrassment for once. Well, I guess that's good enough for self-introductions, so... Here to regale me with the tale of fixers who bring justice to the evils of the city. Indubitably. Then, aha. This shall do. I shall regale thee with the tale in which the legendary fixer, the Oh, the red mist! The red mist! In which the legendary fixer, the Arch-Magnificence herself, the red mist, hath... Wait, that's it? That's it? Red mist mentioned, and that's all you say? Just I suppose that killed any hope for a good night's kip. What does that mean? But, don't you usually pass out within a minute of your back hitting the hay, no matter how noisy things are? What? Do you take me for some kind of hibernating bear or something? Look, even I have trouble sleeping when there's noise all over. Snark? What kind of a snore is that? So I'd say if you're in hibernation is a pretty apt descriptor. For all that grumbling and moaning, he dozed off before any of us did. Edwin Heathcliff began snoring the moment his head touched the ground. Some other sinners were fast asleep as well. Massaud had entered, asleep in his usual steadfast adherence to the routine, while Faust laid calm to the... I'd come to one of a few available cloth sheets as soon as the something. Sinners had spent their entire last night searching for this unfamiliar land, slowly began to fall asleep as well. Meanwhile, the fixer of the Sway Association, first section. Through the night, though the night was no longer young, Don Quixote was still... Sunrise. Ooh. I guess it's okay, since Mayor seems to be having fun. As I continued to watch the pair with some mild concern, Amiya, not yet asleep, approached me. This city Miss Don Quixote speaks of seems to be teeming with fixers of justice and accelerating tales of adventures. No, I don't know about that. The you actually experience all of them yourself? No, that's not true. No, of course not. Okay, these stories are usually those of other famous people. But he's telling it with such... yeah. Dude, I'm so tired. What man shall end? Something about what man shall end. I think all those stories, even though they're partially true, just got to show what a ridiculous place it can be. We wouldn't need victors of justice to begin if we really lived in a just world, right? A really good place to live would be quiet and peaceful without someone having to force it. Haha, that's true. I hope there'll come a day when Rhodes Island can be a normal pharmaceutical company in the future. Yeah, I don't think you go from stopping a global disease to giving people some Tylenol. I don't know if that's, Wait, hold on. What was I just said? No, I just thought Miss Myers, and I may not. What? What was that about? I looked in her direction as well, but all I saw was Myers excitedly reacting to Donkeys' sales. That's kinda suspicious. Whoa, what happened then? Thus. Dude, what? What does that mean, bro? Thou presumest to stand in our path, servants of a master most unworthy. I, Otis, shall. Otis did not say all that. I can guarantee you that. Intentional alterations of the story, yeah. What kind of nonsense are you feeding her? I never said anything like that. Verily, certain aspects of this retelling may have been exaggerated. Aha, that's tales of adventures for you. Things are bound to get a bit dry when the story is told too realistically and as is, right? Bro, she just gassing up Dawn. No, nothing, not even anything resembling a proper record or book remained once the profound what? What's the profound silence? The profound silence. Interesting. Interesting. The profound silence. What a name. Iberia doesn't stop Iberians from migrating country to their entire immigration control. Okay. Ever thought about this place? Still a challenge. Which way by the Inquisition. Dude, when is the combat? So much was formed by people who were tired of women. Dude, where's the combat, bro? Give me a mission where I can fight and earn event rewards and get the Ishmael event ego, please. Please, I spent 210 polls. I have the other 3 ego. I just need this one more ego, please. I feel like the people who are going to enjoy this collab the most are the people that play both games. Like, I think if someone plays one game or the other, they're not going to understand. Because I'm not understanding a lot of the things in this. Seaborn. I've seen that word in a post about something. Seaborns are the ones that messed something up. Are you saying that Iberia is like this because of the Seaborns? Those things from earlier? I guess they were kind of troublesome to deal with. No, they weren't. It didn't seem that strong. Yeah, no. Anyways, it's just what I heard from Gramps, but the Inquisition executed many innocent people too, and they're... Okay. Okay. Dude, this... Can we just look at this? Like, who thought it should be layered like this? Because it's amazing. Alright. Alright. Bring me up to a fight, please. Please let me fight something, please. Inquisition's gaze. Run down. Indeed. Something. I don't know. A new path. Dude, why do I think of Silk Song first time? First thing. Good talk. Yeah, good talk. Now please be done. Please. Please. Let me fight something, please. Okay. Cool. Alright, here we go. A fight. Clear within 15 turns. Slash and Pierce. Oh, we got access to the full roster now, huh? Whoops. Alright, now let's check if anyone has an Ishmael. Anyone? There's gotta be someone. There's gotta be. It's He-Go, right? Bro, there's gotta be someone. Is it Gloom? It is Gloom, right? Bro, why does no one have it? I mean, I know this came out like a couple hours ago, and it costs 1,000, but like, I don't know, I'd expect some of the whales to have it. That reminds me, did I equip my event ego my thing already? I think I did. I guess people are actually reading the story and aren't just skipping. Never mind. Alright. There we go. There we go. Okay. You're getting equipped. You're getting equipped. You're getting equipped. You're getting equipped. It was slash, pierce, Sloth and Gloom, I think. So yeah, easy.
명을 받듭니다.
This one doesn't know. Sloth? No, you don't have Sloth. This one is Sloth, though. Yeah. But, no, I can't really use her, though. What about... yeah, I guess we'll run Ring Tang. Why not? How many is it? 7? Okay, yeah. Maybe we could run him for the Burn Rupture, I think.
명을 받듭니다.
Alright, yeah, that looks good enough. We don't really need anything crazy. I mean, this has all the affinities we want. But, I mean, we could. Oh, it's just... it doesn't really matter, honestly. Yeah, it really doesn't matter. We'll put him, and then we'll just throw in whoever. I don't think it's gonna make a big difference. Alright.
총은 수지 타산에 맞게 한 발에 한 놈씩.
Whoa. Whoa. Dante, you can't say that, we're live. Rebellion de las Masas. Revolt of the Masses, is it? I'm only trying to tell him that he's rather fond of it. Okay. Would you say it's massive? Dude, I really wish they VA'd for this chapter. I'm actually surprised they didn't, because it's not coming back. So like if they were gonna release VA for it, it was gonna be now. Like, I'm actually surprised that they don't have VA for it. I mean, maybe they do and my settings are messed up, but like, dude, I don't know. I'm surprised. Ooh. During the Ricardo fight or whatever. Bro, let's go. Are we gonna fight things on the ship? Are we gonna... Are things gonna come onto the ship like in U-Corp? Or whatever. Ostentatious, I know that word. It's like gaudy, right? Did I really wish they voice acted for this one? Because I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little bit too tired to VA right now. I mean, I'm not exactly good at it, but when I had the energy to, I could at least like say the lines. But like right now, pretty difficult. Undersea cities. Understood. Yeah, what? What's she on about? Someone get translating. Consolidating and cross-referencing the observed particular circumstances of the village and the statements from the village chief alongside information garnered from the exchange with the mayors. It is possible to gauge the... Oh my god. Something to employ any degree of effort to attempt to explain something. Over the baton, I implore you, I shall explain it in full. Oh, I was wondering when was start gabbing like that again. What does that even mean? Please don't let my shoulder with this. Okay, so Heathcliff's chilling out. I think Heathcliff probably has by far the most, like, character change in character throughout the entire story so far. Because, like, everyone else who had their cantos are still pretty much how they were at the start of the game. Except for Heathcliff. I mean, there's, like, slight differences. But, like, I think Heathcliff is the one with probably the most noticeable changes. By far. I mean, even in Canto 5, like when he like helped Ishmael or whatever, by the end. Like that was already good change. What was his summary? I wasn't paying attention. Let's look at his summary. The lass and her granddad are about to visit their hometown. They're trying to get some food supplies from there to feed the villagers. And to convince them, planning to use the fact they're from the same neck of the woods, or sea, I guess. Oh, so we're not just repairing their ship, we're repairing their food supply plan too. Oh, what's wrong? Okay. Dude, I feel like all of the players know that Heathcliff is smart. like Faust, Yi Song, they're like intelligent, but like Heathcliff is smart. And like I feel like in every canto, every intervallo, they keep like showing again and again this same thing, where Heathcliff is a lot smarter than everyone thinks he is. So like I'm surprised that like people don't like expect it from him, because like he shows it a lot, I feel like. What else is on the side? I don't think it has. I think it was pretty recent, not gonna lie. Thinking back, Heathcliff's intuition has always been excellent. Yeah. How are they just noticing this now? You know, when you really think about it, it's actually kind of your fault for... I've been too soft on you lately, haven't I? How do I get back here? Now with those fools out of the conversation. Was he correct? Honestly, I'm surprised he was on point. Dude, why is everyone surprised? Heathcliff is smart. I don't know why everyone is so shocked by this. Like, it's happened over and over. For like a while now. Like, I wonder when people are gonna not, like, be super shocked. Like, I guess, like, maybe it's, like, funny or something. That, like, people, like, that there's, like, a character trope where it's like, oh, like, no one expects him to be smart because he's, like, the... Was it, like the bronze, not the brain, or whatever. But, like... And then he, like, surprises everyone, but, like, oh, he's actually smart. But, like I feel like it... they do it a lot, I feel like. You know? Like, it was the same thing with the word sanguine. Right? When they used it, like, sanguine desire, sanguine pointillism. And it doesn't, like... I think other stuff, too. And all like, very close to each other. Like, timeline-wise. Dude, what are they talking about? What animal is that? Appeareth to be, yeah, what are we trying to say? Really? I didn't know that blood fiends were ostracized. Wherefore they made subjects of... That's... Okay, dude, what are they talking about? Where's the fighting? Dude, what? You're gonna talk about quantum physics or something interesting. what are they talking about? Follow discomforting. I feel like this is a really weird topic to talk about in this game, since I feel like they're very different in these games. Like their natures are very different. Like bringing blood fiends into it, I don't know if that made sense. Cause like if like the animal ears are like the basic human, like I don't know, bro. Like I don't know if you can really relate the two. Okay, are we gonna fight yet? Can we throw hands already? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Bro, you did not support us in battle. Yeah, this person would definitely get in the way. Unless they're actually the sea god without us knowing. And they actually control everything in the ocean. And they can actually control the water in your body and make it explode on command. Then they might be able to do something. But if they can't do that, then I don't know. Check this out. No, we shan't. Right, sure. Let's go on. Anything. Alright, that should be good. Oh wait, I just realized Sinclair. I'm sure he's doing a seal through, it's fine. Well, if he wasn't, then he probably could have just done the counter, or whatever. Dude, if you think about it, they've been writing this for what, like a year? They've been planning this? So how far do you think they plan the cantos? I feel like that's something that's interesting to think about. That's probably why they can release, or weren't they doing like Ryoshi's Kanto early? Like I guess that they're just ready for it then, because like it really does seem like they really plan things out like quite a lot. Although I guess everything mentioned about other cantos in this intervalo is kind of like summary stuff that they wouldn't need to like fully write it out for. Hold on, have I been pressing win rate? I've been zoned out for the past like minute gameplay wise. Like I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. You don't need to counter. You want to counter though. Yep. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. Yeah, I can do that, sure, why not? And you... Is it on use? That's the wrong person. Combat start. You know what? Sure, do that. That'll be good for you. Alright, there you go. I don't think Sinclair could have countered because that's probably on counter or on use and not on combat start, right? Yeah, it's on use. Alright, is there a second wave? No, 1-on-1. Okay, turn 5. Why did it give us 15 turns for this? Oh, wait, I remember that mission accomplished noise. It's the one in Arknights. My god, guys. Is this the Arknights collab? Did we not get anything bonus from the... Man. Is 120% the cap still? Oh, let's check. How do we check? Can earn maximum of 120%. Okay, so we don't even need the Ishmael one then. Alright, that's cool. That's really cool. Alright. Okay, more fighting, cool. Yeah, we can use Molar. And yeah, so the lineup is pretty solid, I think. Yeah, we're not gonna worry about Ishmael Ego, because we don't need it. That's simple. See, for this team, it would be good to have Capo Mersault for Burn and Tremor, but I guess since we're not in, I guess it just doesn't really matter, honestly. Like, it's not like we're in MD or anything like that, or we're doing like Railway, or an actual status team. We're just kind of doing damage. Dude, low-key, we might as well just run full Heisho. But, well, I say that, but we're already running 90% of the Heishos we have. I mean, I could probably get the other ones as well. Because now we have boxes saved, but I don't know. Alright, let's just keep going for now. Maybe we'll try to get the Ishmael Ego. Alright, opposed. What your health bar looking like? 312. Alright, yeah, I'm not getting you down in one skill 2. Okay. I can use your skill 3. Ooh, we can use that. Sure, and whoops. Yeah, that's good. Alright. Wait, am I in easy mode by accident? Did I accidentally switch from hard to normal mode? I'm gonna have to double check after this fight. I'm actually slightly worried that I did by accident. Because I do not want to be in easy mode. Sure, get some sanity on you.
불가 위야 나가는 방식이야.
Alright. Maybe we'll pop some egos too. Okay, whose ego can we use? Can't use yours. Can't use yours. You don't have one. Yeah, that's not the right person. I mean, we can, but we don't have enough wrath to pop it a second time, is the thing. Alright, so we need 3 wrath, Force Hoth, 2 pride. Wait, 2 pride? Was that right? Wait, hold on. 3 wrath, Force Hoth, 3 pride. So I gotta do something like what? Alright, sure. Okay, we don't really have much wrath gen. Bullet Sinclair, is his counter wrath? Oh, it's not. Okay. Sure, do that. Save your skill 3, just for fun. Use your skill 1. It's your skill 1, right? Yeah. Okay. I feel like there's not a lot of wrath egos, honestly. Favored. Oh, wait. Ego. I mean, we could use it. Is it worth it? I don't know. I mean, why don't we just pop both? Actually, we should probably use that one first. Actually, let's see if we can. Okay. Okay, pride. Alright, we can get using pride really quick. Okay, that's gonna be a counter. And we're gonna do that. Yeah, get some pride. Does Otis have...
분께서 찾아오시는 건
okay.
아니. 말씀하십시오.
Actually, it's fine. Yeah, we'll just do this. Should be good enough. Okay, we're finally gonna see the ego. Hopefully. Dude, that ability is just so cool. Dude, on a thing with 28 health? Are you kidding me? Oh wait, has AoE. Okay. Did he one-tap them or something? I can't really tell what happened there. Dude, only 5 enemies left? That's not how this was supposed to go. Alright, I guess we're popping ego though. Yeah, do your left slot. And you can do that. Oh, Oh, but then he can't aura farm on them. Alright, that's fine. Doesn't matter. Sure. Yeah, you can do that. Why not? Sure, use your skill 3. You've been saving it this entire time anyway. Yeah, pop a skill 3, why not? You know, I might as well just end the fight. I'll see this one.
멈추지 않는 시대에서 희망과 미래를 찾아 스스로 답을 구하시길.
What is that? Dude, that's a single coin? That's crazy.
이제 깨우치시길.
Okay, let's see if this does any more damage. It hit tails, so that's not a good sign. Oh. Okay. I guess it didn't matter. Dude, that literally sweeped. Well, I don't know how much Faust's thing did. And Faust only did like 100 damage total. Oh my god, I almost skipped that by accident. Whoops. Alright. I wonder what the boss is gonna be like. Hoping it's something difficult. So we still have to check if we're on normal or hard mode. Because if we're not on normal mode, or not on hard mode, it's gonna be really annoying, because then we're gonna have to switch it to hard mode. And, I mean, it wouldn't really make much of a difference. I mean, we'll just skip the dialogue and clear the fights that we just did. But, we'll see. Monsters are starting to go after the manager. What? That's the manager who's commanding the rest of us. Interesting. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Bro, just give me another fight. Infinite potential. There's no superlative big enough to properly convey something. As organisms, they can endlessly evolve and adapt every time they encounter a new environment. Every moment they transform themselves into other seaborns. Maybe that's their draw. What does that mean? They just remind me of whales. Okay. I think they sound really smart. So is this person not a Seaborn? Or there's a Seaborn who could talk. Is Mayors not a Seaborn? Not even speak the language of humans or something. Mayors has to be a Seaborn, right? I feel like they've been hinting at it this entire time. Also, didn't Mayors say something about being in the sea and them like being from there or something? Hold on, what did they just say? Distortions are phenomena in which humans transform into monstrous forms. First observed. What did Otis say? To communicate the other to deceive. Okay. Dude, what? Pillar of light in the city. Did it really? Oh, from dawn. Is it not from dawn? Where is dawn anyway? Oh, there. Oh, yeah. So Dawn didn't say anything about it yet. So the Seaborn can read minds? Maybe. I don't know, bro. I still think Mayors is a Seaborn. Yep, survive just like you wanted to. Mm-hmm. Yep, quite the expert. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I don't worship them, I am them. Right? I don't know. I don't know about that. Seaborns were somehow able to hope. Is that so? I don't know. Kinda suspicious. Low-key, doesn't her outfit kind of look like Saiyans guys, though? Right? Like, you see what I'm saying? She's got the angling and scheming looking fit. Or whatever Saiyans guy's ultimate is called. Dude, this dialogue has been some of the longest dialogue I think there's ever been.
또 한 줄 길을 남겼군. 핏물진 길일
Okay, so
뿐이지.
we are in hard mode.
세월이 지나면
Dude, give me a
그제야
fight,
알게 되겠지.
please. Give me a fight. Let me
이
fight someone,
홍보가
something, anything.
무엇 바꾸었는지를.
What's that? 1, 2, 3. What's 482 to minus 30 divided by 3? Or is it minus 20? Yeah. So it's 462 divided by 3. It's like 1. Wait. Is it 50? Is it 482 minus 50? How much does the extra thing give you? It doesn't tell me. I mean, we'd have enough to buy these boxes, but I just want Ishmael, bro. Bro, I've been streaming 3 hours. Alright, I think that's been well enough, low-key.
꺼질
Yeah, I'm done. I have to sneeze. No, I don't. It went away. It always goes away after I say that.
꺼질 줄 모르는 코에서의 불빛.
I'm surprised we got it within the amount of pulls that we did. Like, that's actually pretty crazy. I would have said I regret doing an extra 10 pull, but we got Pursuance Rhodian from it, so it doesn't really matter. What do we get from this one? Wait, hold on. Did we... Wait. What? I'm so confused now. Hold on. Did we only do 200? 1, 2. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. What? 19. Hold on. That can't be right. Wait, up to 20 cases. Oh, so it's not showing us one, right? Faust, wait. We got that on our third pull, right? So that means it's not showing us 2, which means that so this number has to be 20, but because of this it means that there's 19 that are being showed from our poll, and 19 plus 2 is 21. So we did do 21 polls. I would be upset that we accidentally did an extra 10 poll, but like, we got Pursuance Rhodian. But it still kind of sucks, because we could have just sharded her. But at the same time, now we don't have to shard her. Now we can shard these guys, so not the worst thing in the world. Actually, how many would it even take? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's like 10, right? It should be 10, right? Because, yeah, 7 and 3 is 10. How many boxes do we have?
꺼질 줄
Alright, let's check our pass. Okay. So at 500, that's like 1700. So we're like 300 away from being able to box all of them, right? I think, if I am correct. So what is that, like 100 more mirror dungeon runs? Oh wait, actually no, if I'm counting these, then I think it should be 30 more mirror dungeon runs. Or like 35-ish, 34, 33. Although, counting the other boxes that we're gonna get from the event, it will probably be closer to 30. And also we do already have some shards. So there's that too. So that's probably actually gonna decrease the cost of a lot of them. So we'll see. Usually what I do is I only buy like the important season IDs, and then like in the last few days of the season I will, at least what I did for the last 2 seasons, and only the last 2 seasons because I didn't buy the pass for like the Ishmael season or any one before that. I think start with in the Heathcliff season and the Dawn season. In like the last few days of the season, I would like buy just enough for the pass, and then I would just shard whatever is left from the season, and that's how I would go about it. So that's probably the strat I'm going to stick with too. These IDs really aren't. I mean, this one is like good and all. I feel like the status on this one is what makes it better, though. Like these two, I think the damage on this one, like on the on something, one of the skills, I think was good, but like yeah, that looks like a lot of damage. But yeah, when they're not together, they're obviously not going to be as good. This one, I think I heard something about it's good for solos, but like I don't really do solos, to be honest. 49%, that's a really odd number. Well, actually 7%, okay. Alright, I guess that kind of makes sense, but like 49, really? Like just make it 50. Oh, I guess 7 times 7 is 49. Alright, maybe it's not terrible, but it's still just an awkward looking. Like a base of 11 like makes sense. I know most things are like that, but like it's just weird to see because it's been so long since I've seen something that looks like this. 5 plus 6. Dude, what was the last time I've seen something like that? Is it Rhino? This guy? Yeah. It's just been a while since I've seen a single coin 5 plus 6. I think even W Dawn has better than 5 plus 6. That's not Dawn. Oh, no. It's also 5 plus 6. Dude, I don't know. But this one, I don't think this is better than group space, because it takes too much work, simply. And also you kind of need regret for it, which like I have, but rip space is just so much easier. You just get 10 charge and bang. I think even Ishmael skill 3, you just need a lot of tremor, but you don't have to think about it. Once you hit like 20 tremor, I think, you pop the defensive stance, and then after that, then you go into skill 3 the next turn, and it just goes, and it just does so much. I think not enough people talk about it. Like, I think people hugely forgot about Zwei Ishmael. Because like the numbers on this, like if you actually look at the damage, Like plus 70% damage on a skill 3. Like, did people like forget about this? Because this is crazy. And it goes up to 8 coin power. So what, 8 times 3, 24 plus 5, 29. So it's rolling a 29. It's doing like 130 something damage. Which is more than Rip Space. Because Rip Space is like 110 about or something. Like, dude, I don't know how people forgot about Zoe Ishmael. Alright.
꺼질 줄 모르는 코에서의 불빛. 재단실의 미싱 소리. 벌이
I think that's gonna be all for today.
꺼질
Did
줄 모르는
I put on... Alright, I think I did put them on. Yeah, I did. I just need the Ishmael one. Cavernous Wailing is Teth? Okay. Alright, bro.
꺼질 줄 모르는 코에서의
Yeah, I'm done for today. Alright. That's gonna be all. I'll probably stream this tomorrow because I don't want spoilers, so I'm gonna try to get this done as fast as possible. That's what I usually do with Cantos and stuff. Did I stream Canto 8? No, I didn't. Wait, hold on, let me think about this. Did I? No, I didn't. I don't think I started streaming at the time, actually. Yeah, no, I definitely did not do that. Yeah. That was way before I started streaming. Yeah, okay. I mean, Canto 9 I'll probably stream. And since they have VA, it'll be much easier to take a step back and not feel the need to voice the characters, which I don't really like doing, honestly.
더라도 입 밖으로 꺼내지 마.
Because, like, I just want to let them yap on their own.
그렇다니까.
But yeah, alright. That's me all for today. And I will potentially see you tomorrow. Well, I say that, but like, I mean, would I still say see you tomorrow if I'm talking to a hypothetical person that may be 10 years in the future who happens to watch this 10 years in the future? If I say see you tomorrow and I stream tomorrow, then like, does that make sense? I don't know. Well, we don't really have to do things that make sense. We can just do things because we feel like doing them. So if I feel like saying see you tomorrow, then I'll say see you tomorrow. And with that, I'll see you tomorrow. You know, while I'm at it, have a good day. Alright.